How are we going? So we just had to do a take two because a few people were messaging me and saying for some reason they couldn't get on the live stream. So I've obviously put up what I was speaking about before, and there was a few absolute crackers there. So let's continue that. And for everyone that's getting on again, the first bit gave a little bit of an introduction of how we're rolling this out, and we're going to really start getting into a lot of the deep stuff. So what I want you to firstly remember, which is a really big thing, and one big thing that I was able to disrupt a lot of my patterns, was that you really want to be careful that what you're writing and how you're speaking, because you can actually write and speak yourself out of existence, yeah? And this was a really big thing that I started to notice, was that when I was writing, hey everyone, how are we all going? For some reason, people couldn't get on my first live stream, so I'll put that up so you can have that. I'll just keep continuing with Afida, my sister, and everyone else, sending you much love. So if you missed the other 10 minutes, whatever that was, that's all good. I've put that up on my wall, and when you guys get a chance, check that out. So what I was saying before, when I was probably talking to myself, that a lot of people are focusing so much attention, so much power, so much detail into what's gone wrong in their life. They will speak about it all the time. They would know how to write about it very deeply. They would discuss where they're going wrong. But the problem is they're not doing enough. They're doing a little bit, but they're not doing enough to reprogram their mind, to release certain things, to reprogram themselves, to be able to move forward, so on and so forth. Yeah. So what I'm realizing is that, and this is the hardest thing, you need to understand that with what's happened in the past, what if someone's done something to you, or you've done something to someone, or whatever has happened, whatever pain that you're in, or what you've caused, remember, yesterday doesn't exist. What I just said 2 seconds ago doesn't exist anymore. You need to be able to look. I don't want you to forget. I don't want you to understand and say, well, look, I'm just going to forget what happened. I want you to forgive yourself for wasting your energy on something that you can't control anymore. And for your peace of mind and peace of heart, I want you to start programming yourself. And what is the positive learning to take away from this? What could I learn from this? What could I learn from what this person has said to me, or this person has done to me? Because what happens is, if someone says the wrong thing, we want to focus on that for the rest of the day. You know, we're really good at that motivation by, you know, I'm motivated by because I want to give pain because, you know, someone done this, or payback and revenge. We're really good at that, because the scary thing is, I asked over the last week, I asked a few people, I said, so could you tell me, I want you to be able to tell me, I'm just going to park over here. I want you to be able to tell me what's going wrong in your life, yeah? And they said to me, they gave me an encyclopedia, and the way that they told me what's going on in their life was actually quite scary, because it was that detailed, it was that informative, that they put so much time and attention in it, they could have wrote an amazing script. It was like a masterpiece. And the reason why people can write like that, they're motivated by emotion, but they're motivated by the negative emotion. But I want you to tell me something. Do you think that if someone's got that much emotion towards something, that are they going to manifest that in their lives? Do you know what I'm saying? Of course they are, because, you know, with the emotion, you're attracting negative or positive. So what you need to understand, that don't say, oh my God, I'm broken. Oh my God, I'm overweight. Oh my God, I'm lost. Oh my God, I've got tired, because you are creating that identity. I don't like the terminology of faking it till you make it. No, but you're on a journey to self-discovery. You're on a journey to self-realization. You're on a journey to getting out of this bankrupt or broken, getting overweight, and to building. You're on a journey of becoming. Yeah? So a lot of, do you like the music in the background? It gives us that sort of like little ambience, yeah? It feels like I'm going into one of those flotations. Awesome. So, crack some jokes. So serious. I can see everyone there. You got the, you know, everyone's so serious. So what you need to really understand as well when we're talking about a lot of this stuff is, because for me, I would wake up not wanting to wake up. Yeah, I wanted to stay asleep. I was tired. I was, you know, I felt this heaviness on me. You know, I would hate going to work. And the thing is, where the partner you're with, where you live, the job you've got, the you know, the place of contribution, all that stuff in perspective, you aren't forced to be there. It's a choice. So what I say, don't just go, I'm just going to, you know, disappear, but have exit strategies. Have knowing and getting excited like a little kid, like a little girl, like a little boy, that, oh, there's Christmas time. You know, okay, you know, Christmas is in whatever time. You want to start planning because your mind wants to start grasping onto things and plans and goals so it knows that you're growing. Because why you're feeling dead right now, it is because you're focusing on all the negative. You're focusing on stuff that doesn't care about you, so you won't care about you. You're focusing on the mundane bills, all the stuff that gets you excited. Start creating things in your life that you're getting excited about. So you want to start creating plans. You want to start creating growth. You want to start creating momentum. And only you can create that, because I want to tell you a secret. I work with a lot of people that have a lot of money. Yeah, not all of them. But they have all these materialistic things. They drive one of these. They have all this stuff. But guess what? Because they have all that materialistic thing, do you think that they're happy? Do you think that they're fulfilled? No way. Because in their mind, in the control center, that's just a band-aid, and they aren't relating the right emotions or the fulfillment to the materialistic aspects. So the reason why they're generating that, the reason why they're chasing the money, the reason why they're getting nice cars, the reason why they're living in that, because it's a band-aid of them not wanting to face or create an environment what actually gives them deep, deep, deep fulfillment. Yeah? And if you're asking me, Leigh, how do you create deep fulfillment? You create deep fulfillment by sharing love with real people that actually care about you congruently. And what congruently means is the truth. So spending time with family that's, you know, you're having those moments that gives you goosebumps. Spending time with real people, with real friends, that you're having amazing conversation, yeah? Spending time seeing people smile, but seeing people smile inside here as well. Do you know what I mean? That's the stuff that gives you fulfillment. Or you doing something to add value to someone's life. You know, you're adding value in by changing someone's life, from them doing something crazy, by them making a different decision that's going to put them on the right path. Joking, laughing, creating humor, you know, all these things, whatever it might be. You know, people, what gives you fulfillment. Yeah, you know. I don't need to sit here and become a fulfillment master, but life and activity without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Tony Robbins. Yeah. So you really need to pay and respect that, okay, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? And why am I here? Because what I want you to get away from, and what I don't want you to become, is zombies that start to create this understanding of you're getting up and just doing meaningless activity. Because again, it is quite scary that when people say to me, I go, what's going on? They can write me an encyclopedia, detailed, the finest language, the finest words, all this stuff, that what's going wrong. And I'm like, fuck, you know, I even get drawn into that, because the way it's written with that much emotion, but negative emotion and pain, you get sucked into that. Do you know what I'm saying? What's everyone said? Materialistic things are superficial, mean nothing. You can't take materialistic things when you go, well, one day material things is just for show. Exactly. You know, it's all about, they're all the rewards with life. Yeah, they're just the comforts. They're not necessities. Where you should be comfortable is, sorry, I've just got an appointment at Ridges here, so I'm just making sure my appointment was right. I thought the lady was calling me. So what you need to make sure that with your comforts come from in here. Your comforts come from you being comfortable with yourself. What I want you all to remember as well, that be very careful of the language that you use. Be very careful of the complaining. Be very careful of what you're focusing on. So what I was doing a lot of research about, and I was doing this myself, focusing on things and people that don't care about me, and I eventually don't care about myself. What that means is that you start to unwire all the good work, all the positivity, all the guided meditation, all the programming, all the identity creation, and you start unwiring, or you start wiring the negative and unwiring all the good stuff, and it actually happens on a neurological wave pattern. And you will start to notice that you start to get in a pattern to focus on that, and then that's what you create. That you know that you'll create more people like that. You'll create more situations like that. So the biggest thing I can say to you right now, that start to have a plan and start to go inside, you need to be, if you want to have a life of light, yeah, there you go, unconscious competence, a life of light and exceptional results, happiness, all the stuff that makes you feel great, you need to be working on your life and your mind 90% in here and 10% executing it out here. Because I want to tell you a secret. The world that we feel like is the world where I'm at, I'm in St Kilda at the moment, and there's homeless people, there's, you got a mix of everything, there's a few gangsters sitting over there, and the world's a quite fucked up place. So why would we want to operate in that world when we haven't programmed where we're at? Why would we want to operate in this world that doesn't care for us, that we're programmed for failure, that everyone, there's bad energy, there's aggression, there's all this other stuff. So why would we operate in that world and be vulnerable to that world and not worrying about where the magic actually lies? Because what we will represent, what we will feel, what we will experience in here from out here happens in here. So why wouldn't you work on, and this is what I always say, if you're a GPS, our minds are GPSs. So if you do not know the exact coordinates, if you don't know why you want to get there and how you're going to get there, so on and so forth, people just, they just drive, yeah? And they don't know where they're going, and they end up going to a place that drains them. And they have to pay for more petrol, and they keep going around in circles. And then at the end of the day, they're drained and they haven't got anywhere and they feel lost. That's people's life, yeah? It's a simple thing. You want to go on a road trip, or you want to go on a bush, you want to go up a mountain, which is life. If you don't know exactly where you're going and what coordinates to put in the GPS, or you haven't been on that path before, what ended up happening? It will be very hard to go, or you'll go on the path with most resistance. You end up falling off the mountain. You will hurt yourself. You'll stay there for 30 days or 30 years, and you'll just sit there, or you'll just be burning yourself out and not getting far. Yeah? Does it sound like your life? It does. I know it sounds like my life. Sometimes I get caught in that pattern that I get caught up doing all this activity, which my ego, which my limiting belief thinks that I'm just doing that for what? Okay, you're a coach. You have to have retreats. You have to help people. You're creating this, you're creating that. But hold on a minute. If I'm not operating from my right energy, if I'm not aligned, if I'm not doing it the efficient way that's going to get the result for me and everyone around me, then I'm basically doing burnouts out and just burning my tires away. And as you can see, my coleslaw, I'm starting to heal very quickly now because I'm aligned. And what you find is when you're aligned, when you're understanding from your mind, your heart, and your soul, which your heart and your soul are almost the same thing, that when you're aligned to something, you will achieve goals easy and effortless. You will become a magnet to abundance, health, whatever you're putting out there. You will bring the right people in. Things that you want will come to you without even thinking, and you're going to go, oh my God. And that's when you know you're in alignment. That's when you know, okay. And you know, a lot of people, they say, oh, successful people, what they touch turns to gold. That's bullshit. It doesn't turn to gold. Is that the energy that they're putting out is congruent and is on a daily activity, not because, geez, I better do my manifestation or my success priming, or I better pray today. No, you do that because it is you. That's the big difference between successful and non-successful. That you do it because it is you. You do it because, not because, okay, my boss told me to do it, or my manager, or I better not do it. You do it because that's your life. It becomes your lifestyle. Success, there's no switch. You become that. Thanks, Matty. Much love to you, bro, always. I'm seeing everyone's messages, but I want to just keep rolling this out. I want to give you as much energy and as much time possible. So, with all the amazing souls that message me from Friday, I get messages all the time from today, and I know some people are saying that I understand, and I'm proud that you are that you are honest when you say what's going on, but you can just say, I'm going through challenges, because that's not going to push you down. That's not going to make you bleed. That's not going to give you that peace of mind. Because I want to ask you a question. Do you want to stay in that pain and remain the same, or do you want to get out and live a life you deserve? You know, do you want to wake up and just exist? Do you want to wake up and not look at yourself in the body, feel sore, feel tired? Do you want to keep waking up going, I don't know what I want to do, I'm struggling, I've got kids, I have to put food on the table, what do I do? If you want to keep doing that, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you want something different, I want you all to listen to me now. That you have to stop with your excuses, yeah? You have to stop with the lies, because what happens is, life, people, the universe, and energy that speaks the truth, that wants to move over, you're going to have resistance with them, and you're not going to last. Yeah, you're going to go, why are these people reacting this way to me? Why can't I be around these people? They don't make me feel the right way. Because when you are a beacon of light, when you are in your truth, when you are positive, when you want success, the people that are anything less, not in their light, not are motivated, that they're just hanging around so they can just grasp onto, you know, they can grasp onto anything they want because they're not congruently wanting to change or spread the love. That's exactly what will happen. Yeah. So if any of this is resonating and saying, geez, you know what? I can see everyone else, they're getting results. I can see these other people around me, you know, they're moving forward. Why aren't I growing? Why am I having resistance? Why do I feel left out? The reason why you feel left out is exactly from what's happening here. Your actions are the truth. What you do speaks what's in here. What you don't do speaks from what's in here. So you can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to the universe. You can't lie to others that are in their power, that they know where they're going. They know why they're going there. Because once you come into their environment, you will create the resistance and you won't want to be in that environment, yeah? So if you want to lie to yourself, that's fine. But once you step out of your door, your front door, you are going to have resistance with the universe. And I'll be honest with you all, you will start to have resistance with yourself, because you'll know that you're lying to yourself. You're knowing that you're just doing this for now, but you actually aren't being true to who you want to be. So what I say, drop the ego. Drop the naysay, drop your materialistic bullshit, because it doesn't impress anyone. It's actually quite shallow. Drop that you actually want to change and start changing. And what I say to you as well, that I understand if someone's hurt you, if someone's left you, if you're talking about as well with the resistance, if someone's passed away. But what you need to start programming yourself about, that when you're talking about everything that where you're going from and how you're growing, that you need to start forcing the intent of what is the positive learning to take away from this event. What is the positive learning to take away from this event? What is the positive learning to take away from this event? You need to keep forcing this into your mind, that every day you need to get up and you need to have a plan. You need to do the homework. When I say need, people, it is a must. You need to sit down and you need to lay down all your categories of your life. My health, what do I need to improve? What do I need to take out? What resources do I need to bring in? Do I need to train? What's my goal? Why is that my goal? Ask yourself the right questions so you make sure your goal has laser beam. It draws you into it. You are magnetized. Your reason why is so powerful that you'll stop at nothing and do whatever it takes to get it. Not because I want to look good in this dress, or I want to have a six-pack for summer. No. When these goals and when this reason why will be embedded in you, when you are forced to look after yourself because you either have cancer, diabetes, or a life-threatening fucking disease, that you go, geez, I better do something now. But we don't want to be motivated that way, people. We aren't followers that follow, the energy of, okay, we're going to be taught a lesson now from the universe because we haven't been leading. We are leaders. We create our own path and we create our own desired outcomes, not because of something that's caused pain. Are you getting that? So when you're creating an understanding that with your wealth, that you do not need a PhD. You don't need to be an expert in something. Everyone has got their own gift. You can share your gift with others by becoming the best version of you. By me doing these live streams, I am working on becoming a better version of me, because while I'm sharing this with you, I'm also teaching me. So that's a way to do it. Get in front of people, teach it. Or more importantly, why don't you just fucking be it? Yeah, people are good at showing up doing the Donald Duck. Why don't you just get up there, be that for your children, be that for your friends, be that for your clients, be that for your husband, be that for your wife, be that for the fucking world that actually deserve it. Yeah, be careful where you put your energy, because I'll be honest with you, not everyone deserves your energy. Yeah, not everyone does. Simple. You know, you can take that. You know, you can agree or not, I don't really care, but not everyone deserves your energy, and that's just straight up, because they don't. So what I want you to understand is, how are you feeling? How are you feeling right now? Ask yourself, how are you feeling? Are you feeling in all life categories fulfilled, happy, energy, clarity, knowing exactly what you wanted to do? So if you had to teach me your life, could you teach me it and feel great and feel honorable about and feel proud of how you're going to teach me your life? Most people can't. Most people can't teach me their life of abundance, of happiness, of riches, of health, of clarity, of conviction. They think they can. Their ego can. You can. If someone comes to you, and if you ever work with a coach or with people, obviously there's a few people that work with me here, and you know that I say to you a lot, I go, teach me your life, teach me the result. Teach me how you're going to get health. Teach me how you're going to be healthy and what's going to make you fulfilled. Teach me your freedom, your choice, your time, your power, and your growth. Teach me your wealth. Teach me why you want to create that and how you're going to do it. If you can't, you're lying. Teach me how you're going to contribute. Too late. Your chance is gone. Teach me how to create a family. Teach me how to create an abundance. You know, there's a lot of people here that do have families, that are fathers, that are mothers. And okay, there you go. I haven't been that yet, but I'll teach you how to create a legacy. Teach me how you love yourself. Show me how you love yourself. Because where it starts from, people stay in abusive, dysfunctional relationships because it's comfortable. It's because of money. It's because they don't love themselves. It seriously is. They do not love themselves. And this can be a relationship in where you're going towards, you know, you can be with a partner. It can be a working relationship. It can be all these different other things that you're working towards. So all these different perspectives where you're working at, what you can understand, that you need to understand, once you love yourself, you'll have enough to not worry about all the scatter. You will start worrying about and start understanding that, you know what? Driving this car, being in this house, being in this situation, being in that job, playing for this team, staying there. Once you love yourself, you will congruently know. And I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of people that started to get into their ego, started to get into and they left this organization, they left beast mode. But once they start loving themselves, they've gone, fuck, what have I done? You're actually telling me the hard truth, which I needed to hear. I love myself now, and I deserve this growth. Yeah? And look, and some people, I've said, hey, you know, you're more than welcome. Some people just don't fit what we're doing more. But that's what people realize, is they begin to love themselves and they go, fuck, why didn't I do this last week? Why didn't I do this last month? Why didn't I do this 5 years ago? Yeah. So my biggest gift and my biggest lesson that I can give you today, and to all of the people, that firstly, be very careful of how you speak about your challenges. Speak your challenges into a solution. Speak your challenges into a solution. What that means is, speak where you're going into a positive and moving forward. Yes, so speak your challenges into a solution. Write your challenges into a solution. So don't sit there, oh, I'm fucking broke, I'm tired, I've got this pain, and this person's doing this person owes me money. Write and talk to people in a solution as it's unfolding. And I'll tell you what, it is such a power. It is such a power. I know in this last week, I have been doing everything but that, you know? And I'll be honest, I've been focusing on the negative. I've been getting angry. I've been getting burnt out. I've been going, I'm going to fucking rip these people's heads off. Who the fuck do they think they are? Blah, 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 this, that. And that's just, where do you think that gets you? Nothing. Yeah, but I'm a big boy, I'll be honest. And you start to drain other people and you start to hurt other people. But once I just started saying, okay, this is what I need to sort out, lay it down, write it down, boom, okay, that's where it is. Get a black texter, put a black texter right on it, or across it, write the solution, talk the solution, discuss the solution. And I tell you what, people, it will bring you so much fucking peace, so much lightness. You'll be like, and what you actually understand, you start to grasp hold and you start to believe, you know what, I can actually do this and I have got control over that. And you start to realize that these people that want to exist in that negative, shitty vibration, that it doesn't even cross your mind because your awareness is so broad, that's just a pebble on your journey. So you know when you cross the road here, there's an ant. You don't notice you stepping on the ant. You don't notice you going over the pebble. Do you know what I mean? So that's what you need to understand. So when you step over that, you need to be able to, okay, look at that look, there's a small pebble there, there's an ant. You need to be able to move that. I'm going to have to be getting a ticket soon. The ticket man's behind me. So I'll just, I might even get him on there. So you know what we might do, people? We might wrap this up because I need to get a ticket. I need to get across to check out this venue as well, so we can get all that happening and we can get it all rocking and rolling. Yeah. So what I want to do and what I want to leave you with as well, just make sure that you take the biggest notes away from this. Go and share this with all your friends. Write it down in the messages and in the comments. I want you to be able to put that down and understand. Okay, where are you going? How are you going to move forward? How are you going to get everything rocking and rolling? But more importantly, I want you to be able to teach us in the comments now how you're going to get it going, how you're going to execute it, and how you're going to move forward from that. So have an awesome day. I better get a ticket before I get booked, and have a great day, guys. And I want you to be able to teach me and everyone else how you're going to get this rocking and rolling. So thanks, guys.